Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you were wondering why I'm wearing the same outfit that I am wearing in my pregnancy announcement, which I will include in the description if you missed it somehow, it's because I'm filming it on the same day. So what we are doing today, obviously you already know because of the thumbnail, but we're doing this again. I was just so hung up on this setup in the last week of, and I don't hate it. I actually enjoy it, but I'm realizing, looking at the quantity of anthurium in my tent that have to move onto the shelf, it's not gonna work. This addition of this new shelf, even if I remove all of the philodendron, all of the monstera, it's still not gonna fit. So I bit the bullet. I found my shelf I found my shelf at Wayfair again, under a different name, but it's the same exact shelf and it is double the price I paid last time. But I was like, you know what, to me it's an investment. I've always loved this shelf. When we move into a house eventually one day, I know that I want to have that set up, so I just looked at it as an investment. Sorry, my phone is vibrating. So I'm gonna get rid of this shelf, not get rid of it, but I'm gonna remove this shelf, I'm gonna remove this cart looking thing, and I'm gonna do a double wide of this shelf, and it should go basically to the very edge of that wall. There were some people who said that that would have been their first choice, and trust me, that was also my first choice, but I was just not prepared to pay the price of the shelf. But just working it out in my head, I'm like, you know what, it just makes sense. I am not going to be installing lights on the new shelf because this is actually made of, like, what is that wood called? It's like compressed wood, and then it's just covered in basically like a wood looking paper. And when you rip off tape, it rips the paper off of it. And so I have messed up this shelf so much, which is why I still have my old lights on it. Not the Barinas, but the flat ones, the Domias that I used to use. Can't remove it or else I'm gonna rip off the entire lining of the shelf. So those are still on it. Even when I eventually maybe remove these Barinas, also gonna rip it. Doesn't really matter what kind of tape I've used, it's always just ripped off. So I don't want to damage the second shelf, so I am just going to leave it. No lights on that one. My husband is going to be helping me because I'm very pregnant, and the shelf is huge. I don't remember how difficult it was to install, but he has kindly offered his services. So he's gonna be a part of this video as well. And then I'm just gonna kind of show you how I restyle it. And I think I'm also gonna be adding more plants to this shelf from my plant room. And I will take you through who those are. But first things first, I need to remove everything, get the shelf off, and Vince needs to install the new shelf. So yeah, lots to do today, but hopefully the outcome is good and everybody likes it and is in agreement, and then I can move on with my life and stop hyper focusing on this freaking wall. So yeah, let's get started. I feel like I'm gonna have to sit out this first little bit and go hide in the bedroom because I'm almost certain I saw styrofoam through a hole in the cardboard, and styrofoam is my, what's the word? It's
kryptonite.
Well, isn't kryptonite something that you like?
Oh, yeah. So kryptonite it's the comics where kryptonite was that green substance that even though Superman was Superman, if you even got near him with kryptonite, it would make him lose his powers.
Okay, so it's my kryptonite and it makes me lose my powers. So Vince will haul it down here and show you how strong he is. And I'm gonna go hide in the bedroom until all the styrofoam is gone.
Okay.
So I'm wondering, do you think you should look at the instructions first to see if it can be assembled standing up before we move the couch?
I'm thinking it's even probable that this will be enough space if I just move the chairs, even if it had to be.
Oh,
yeah.
That's maybe it might be easier to even just like slide the dining table over.
So I bring it down, open it up, take out the stuff from it, all that stuff. Is it both of us the whole time putting this thing together, or?
Well, I was gonna handle this because it's installed to the wall, and I was gonna reinstall it somewhere else. I was hoping that you could take the lead on the big shelf because you're a big, strong man.
Okay.
I'm so pregnant. Oh my god. I'm not even that big, and I'm like already juicing it, but it's kind of a decent size. I'm wide, man. I'm girthy.
You have a wide set vagina with heavy flow.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, you're done. I'm taking my s'mores with me. Oh, by the way, we went to Costco last night. Can you hear me? These are so freaking good. You have to get them. I thought they were gonna be too sweet, but they're not. They're delicious. Get them. That is a mega shell. That is a mega shell. Okay, so everybody, yay, man. Good job, Mondo. Would you like to take a bow? So the last thing I need from you, unfortunately. So I'm gonna be moving, hold on. I'm gonna be moving Big Mama Tai into the plant room so that she can soak in all the rays of the Soltech lights, because she is getting approximately 25 foot candles of light up there, which is pathetic. So, I just need a big, strong man to...
Pudgy! We'll strap it to his back.
So, yeah, we're gonna move the tie into the plant room. Oh, gosh.
Oh, hold on.
What's happening? Scheiße. Okay, I think. Go. I am smitten as a kitten. I love it. This is exactly what I should have done a long time ago. So the only thing I need to do is center it to the wall. I really should remove the plants, but I'm not gonna, okay? Because that's what lazy people do. Oh, you know what? The plug. Crud. I think that's even. Oh, wait. I think there's too much space on the right side. I cannot believe I have 2 of these shelves. This is wild. Okay, initial thoughts. I am still getting used to it not being flush this way because that's all I've known since I've lived in this apartment, but I think it looks fine. And now I have so much space for plants. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me show you who I'm going to be adding to this wall. I'm gonna turn off the AC because it is cold. The first one that I'm gonna be adding is my Monstera Esqueleto. It has officially outgrown my EXO. It's just too big for it now, so I think it can live on the top shelf. I'm going to reserve the top shelf for climbing philodendron, climbing monstera, plus my larger anthurium. Luckily, most of my anthurium are pretty small right now. As much as I want to see size growth on them, I'm honestly in no rush because it fits so nicely in the shelf. But anyway, yeah, this is gonna be one that joins the living room party. This is the newest leaf on it. I didn't think anything could get bigger than the last one, but here we are. She's a giant, and there's another one coming out and it looks massive. So there's one that we will be adding. Another one I'm adding, I'm somewhere back here, is gonna be my philodendron El Guapo. Kind of sucks that the new leaf right here is growing backwards, but she is so cute. Look how shiny and perfect it is. So this is another one I'm gonna be adding to the shelf because, again, has outgrown the plant room. The third one that I'm kind of on the fence about is one of my philodendron Billietiae. This is my bigger one of the 2 that I have. I was contemplating whether I wanted to move my Dean McDowell over here and put my Billy in my kitchen where my shelf is, or keep the Dean there and put Billy here. I'm kind of tempted to do the Dean over here because this one just has such a large wingspan. Like, look at this. It takes up like so much space, but the Dean also has quite a large wingspan as well. So I don't know. I feel like Dean might be easier to fit on there. Sorry for the crazy white balance. Some of the leaves have started to like spread eagle because of where it is in the kitchen right now, and my Billy is a little bit better at growing under lower light. So let's try this one here. I've also in the past utilized this top area here for more plants. The only thing is the plants up there, I am so bad at watering it. I forget to water because I have to go into the office and water it from the back. But it is pretty nice to be able to like have basically floor to ceiling plants. So I think if my Billy doesn't fit in my kitchen, I'll stick it up here somewhere. Sorry, I know that you guys are so far from the shelf, but I think where the starting point for styling this shelf is going to be doing it from top to bottom. So figuring out who the big ones are gonna be at the top, kind of reconfiguring my trailing plant so that it's spread throughout both shelves, and then I'll stick things in between. And I might even bring some more plants from my plant room onto the shelf. So I'm trying to obviously disperse typically, I'm being lazy. Typically I would remove all the plants and start from scratch because I have a hard time wrapping my mind around where to style things if it's already kind of placed. But I'm trying to isolate the trailing ones so that they're, like when you look at it, it's all even, or as even as possible. So I've got one trailing here. I also try to not put them on the same level, so it kind of bothers me that the micans and the capilliformis are on the same level, but at the same time, once all the plants are in, I think it'll help. If I move it down, then it's going to be on the same level as the Wendley. So I think that's my best bet. And then I want to separate my Pallidiflorum. So I have this Pallidiflorum narrow, which I don't want to put too close to the Wendley. I'm kind of thinking, actually, probably it was fine where it was. And then the other one, it can probably go like over, gosh. This is a new challenge for me. I'm not used to having so much shelf to work with. Yes, it bothers me that the Wendley and the Pally are on the same level, but they are both very different sizes. And then I have one more, which is my Paradoxa. I'm almost feeling like it needs to go here, like I need something trailing here, but then I don't want to put it on the same level as this Ripsalis. So what if I go what was I doing? Oh, this one? I'm thinking maybe like this. Then I feel like it is evenly dispersed. There's another thing. Oh, so I was thinking, move you again. I have liked this wall for what it is up until this point, but I actually think I'm gonna turn this into a photo wall and do like 3 big prints down this entire wall, because we literally have no photo, like family photos or anything in this house, and I don't know, I feel like I want to change that to just bring a little bit of character into the house. So eventually, and I don't know if I want to do it now, I think I'm going to move these plants into here somehow. The only thing is, like, do I have space? Oh my gosh, my Tordum and my Albo and my Avovada. This is a disaster. Okay, this is gonna have to wait. Let's go back to the big plants. My tortellini has to go somewhere. I really think I'm gonna have to utilize the top. I just have to be really good about watering, but literally this is the worst time in my life to be better at a habit that I have already been so bad at. I'm kind of tempted to put the Gloriosum up there because that one can go longer periods without water. Okay, let's try it. Let's give her a whirl. Ah! So I kind of feel like we're gonna need some levels, but oh yeah. Where's my stool? Kind of getting somewhere. Albo and Avovada. Oh gosh. I almost want to stick my elbow in my window and leave it there because it's growing so nicely and it's really not getting a ton of light. So I'm not gonna worry about my elbow going here. I think no elbow on the shelf. I would love to get my Avovada up here somewhere. I just don't know where. I almost wonder if my avocado goes back into my plant room since I'm making some space in there. But now I think I need to make more room somewhere. Feeling slightly hesitant, but I kind of feel like my Soderini can do okay under lower light. So I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna try and stick this somewhere up here. Somewhere. Oh gosh. Riser. I really wish that new leaf would face forward. I don't know why it's facing the back. I'm getting closer. I am feeling good about the trailing plants. I do need to kind of spread out my anthurium now. I'm really not loving that gloriosum on top of the thing up here. Oh, you can see the pot right there. So I think I'm gonna put the gloriosum back where it was and not try and force that. And so now, oh my gosh, my avocado, okay, that's fine. Okay, so now I'm just gonna start placing anthurium. Okay, so here is how the shelf turned out. Just PSA, I'm actually filming this on a much later day because I wanted to wait until the sun came out just to give it some justice, or do it some justice. So the plants might look different. The shelf rearrangement might look a bit different, but it's part of the YouTube magic. So anyway, yeah, this is what it looks like. I am extremely happy with it. I couldn't think of a better setup than this. Not looking as packed and full as I'm used to, but I want to give enough room for them to grow. I don't want them hitting each other. There's gonna be anthurium coming out of the tent that have to go on here. Maybe not anytime soon because it's been so overcast and cold. This is just kind of like a rare sunny day. But yeah, I am super happy with it. I think everything kind of fits really perfectly. I'm glad that I could sort of incorporate my trailing plants, my anthurium, and even some of my climbing and leafy philodendron. So yeah, super, super pumped with how it turned out. Also, can we just take a moment of appreciation for this freaking yucca? Oh my gosh, I'm just obsessed with this plant. Like, this has to be top 5 plants. Like, if I could only keep 5, this is a staple in my house. Okay, so that is gonna wrap it up for today's Wednesday quickish upload. I was actually going to skip this Wednesday, but I decided to just do this instead. I was honestly gonna insert this into a part of a week of, but I think my week of this month is gonna be a bit shorter than last time. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. Honestly, this is probably the best setup there ever will be for this wall. I like that everything is spaced out more, and once things grow, they won't be touching each other. Of course, the space between the shelves are always going to be a challenge for me, but I don't really have another choice at this point. Guys, I'm not gonna change this again. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And Vince is gonna be like, no, absolutely not. You better you stick to your guns on this one. And I don't even have it in me to do any more moves around the house. We are almost done getting everything placed where they need to go before baby gets here. And I know we have a lot of time, but I wanted my plants to just kind of be out of the way and set and ready by the time that came, like really like hardcore nesting time came. And I think we are one step closer. Now I just have a few extra plants here and there that I need to find homes for, but that really shouldn't be an issue. I'm gonna link the shelf that I have in the description. It is pricey. If you sign up for their text notifications, you can get 10% off, so you're gonna get like 50 bucks off, which honestly helped a lot. And yeah, I really, really like this shelf. It's lasted me years. Just be wary of things that you stick on it because the paper on it will peel off. And I think that's all I have to say. So thank you guys for watching another video. Thank you for hanging out with me. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in the next one.